The parable of the 10 virgins. Why do I call this the fourth parable? Because it was the fourth parable in the order that they were given by Father to me to understand the Wednesday Sabbath. So this was the fourth one that came in 2014. Couple things we need to point out. It's 5 wise and 5 foolish. Foolish is misunderstood with our definition of foolish now. In the past, foolish meant one who was deceived. And when you're deceived, you don't know you're deceived. So it's not a matter of whether you're smart or not. It's whether you're deceived or not. If you're wise, you're not deceived. You're clued in to what the deception is. And parables are given to hide a truth that would otherwise be removed by the lying pen of the scribes, and those who don't want the truth to be out there. So all past explanations about this parable have only presented what's on the surface, and that's not what the intended meaning is. What we'll get into is showing how this parable shows the true Sabbath and how the wise virgins knew the true Sabbath and kept it. Those who are deceived keep a false Sabbath. Next, it is talking about the oil in the lamps. And we need to point out that just as in Revelation, the oil is teachings and understandings. So the buying and selling is learning and teaching. So we'll keep this in mind as I explain. Then the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were deceived, and 5 were not deceived. Those who were deceived, they took their lamps, took no oil with them. But the wise, the undeceived, took oil in their vessels with their lamps. Now, while the bridegroom delayed, they all slumbered and slept. But at midnight there was a cry, "Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Come out to meet him." Then all those virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. The deceived said to the undeceived, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." But the undeceived answered, saying, "What if there isn't enough for us and you? You go rather to those who sell and buy for yourselves." While they went away to buy, the bridegroom came, and those who were ready went in with him to the marriage feast, and the door was shut. Afterward, the other virgins also came, saying, "Master, Master, open to us." But he answered, "Most certainly I tell you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, for you don't know the day nor the hour in which the Son of Man is coming." Since this parable is referring to women, and its hidden meaning is finding the true Sabbath and being told to be aware of the false Sabbath, as I pointed out in previous videos, Monday and Friday are the 2 female days of the week. If we start with Monday, and the reason why there are a specific number of 10, 5 in one direction, 5 in the other, is because we're going to be adding 5 days or subtracting 5 days. So starting with Monday, which is symbolically the first bride, those who came to understand the truth because of the 2 witnesses 2,000 years ago. If we count from their day backwards, so we start with Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. We arrive at the true Sabbath of Wednesday. Now, if we count forward, we start with Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday is the false Sabbath that is in place and has been in place for quite some time. The whole world recognizes Saturday as the seventh day. And now, showing the wisdom of Father, if we look at the other female day of the week, the only day that is named after a female, Friday is either Frigga or Freya. If we count forward from Friday, 5 days, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we arrive at the true Sabbath. If we count backwards from Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, we arrive at the false day that Christianity worships, Sunday. And this is what is in place now. So what's important is that Monday shows what would take place from the time that the two witnesses came. Or they already had the false Sabbath of Saturday and need to keep Wednesday as the true Sabbath. Now here, as the second bread is forming, symbolically the Friday, we already have in place the false day that Christianity keeps, which is the majority of those who are seeking to follow the Father but are deceived. They are keeping Sunday. And by doing that, they acknowledge Saturday is the seventh day because they believe their image of the beast rose on the first day of the week, Sunday. And so this is what we have to contend with and we have to come to learn, and this is shown in this parable. So when they are told to the deceived, when it becomes apparent that they've been deceived and they don't have the real thing, they don't have any oil, there's nothing they could take with them because they don't have the truth. They're told to go to the marketplace, go to a place where things are taught. But all they're going to get taught is the same false doctrines that Christianity, Judaism, and Islam teach. It's not going to have them, they're not prepared, and they're not going to be allowed to enter in. They have to come to see that they're in deception, and they have to overcome that and follow the true Sabbath. I'll expound on that oil. The teaching, understanding cannot just be giving, especially if a false doctrine is deeply embedded. They are told to go to the marketplace to buy more oil, but it is the same false doctrine they are learning from the churches and synagogues and also the mosques. So again, it is the 5 wise and the 5 foolish because the number of days that from the symbolic bride day of the week to the true Sabbath and the false Sabbath. False Sabbath of the 7th day, Saturday, and also shows the false day kept by Christianity, Sunday. And of course, Sunday is the mark of the second beast in Revelation. So you can see how this parable is telling us so much, this hidden meaning. So this concludes the 4th proof from a parable that shows Wednesday is the true Sabbath. Blessings.